Yeah, no, definitely always super satisfying any win, but yeah, especially a fun one down to the wire like that, in overtime or shootout, so it was fun.
And especially against a team like this that's, I mean, they're pretty tough defensively when they get the lead, especially in the third. How'd you overcome that?
Yeah, just sticking to our game plan, playing simple and knowing that, we don't, it's not going to be probably a 6-6 game or whatnot, so just, we kept it pretty tight defensively, and Elvis obviously, played well too, so yeah, it's just a good recipe.
What's the pressure like when you've got a shootout puck on your stick, needing to keep the game alive?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just try not to think about it. Just a normal shootout attempt. Is all I try to do, and so yeah, it's not too bad. It's just sports.
Were you 5-hole before you even took off, or?
No, I knew it was an option, like a good option, but yeah, I mean, he kind of tried to poke check me, so yeah, I was ready for that.
You're a guy that I think practices those a fair amount. Just how satisfying is it to come through when it matters?
Yeah, no, definitely, it's really fun, the shootouts. So yeah, we got a shootout yesterday in practice too. So yeah, it's it's kind of fitting that we did that the day before. So yeah, it's always fun to get those.
You talked about him going for the poke check. When you see him do that to Severson, is that already in your mind that that's something he might do?
Yeah, you know what, actually on the pre-scout as well, and then Marchie reminded me, he's like, this guy likes to poke check, so it was, good to have that in the back of my mind, and yeah, obviously see him do it to Sevo. I kind of thought he wouldn't do it back-to-back, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't as hard as he tried on Sevo, but yeah, I tried a little bit, I think.
How big does a win like this feel? Because it felt like in that second period, maybe the last part of the first and the second period, you guys were just kind of hanging on with them to get through that still intact and be able to pull a game out like this. How big does it feel?
Yeah, no, definitely huge. I mean, like I said, they're a good team, and yeah, I mean, it's just a huge win in the standings right now. They all are. So yeah, definitely feels really good.
Out of curiosity, have you ever tried that shootout move that Texier first did here, and Marchie's done it?
No, I mean, I've tried to mess around, but nothing serious. I don't like, it's one I don't really do too well with it, so I'm not too good at that one. So I don't think it'll ever be in the repertoire.
Do you have your go-tos?
Yeah, I got a couple of go-tos for sure, and try to be ready. Different options if the goalie's doing different stuff. But yeah, definitely, that's a move I like.
Your team is doing a lot better against your division. What's changed this year? You're enjoying a lot more success, not only against Carolina, but against the rest of your division.
Yeah, I mean, I think, in general, we're just a better team, so obviously that's going to help, against every team. But, yeah, I mean, obviously the divisional games are huge, so we always, have a big emphasis on those, so it's definitely nice that we've come up on top of some of them.
How much is the top line for the rest of you guys? Just how consistent they've been scoring. How big is that for the rest of the team to just kind of have that consistent scoring?
No, it's huge. I mean, they've been unbelievable. Probably one of the hottest lines, or if not the hottest line in the league right now. So it's huge. Especially even like for me. I know I want to get going and stuff, but the last couple games they've been picking up the slack. And I haven't been burying and whatnot. So it's huge. Just obviously love that.
Thanks, Jason.
Yeah, thank you.
Just talk about the way you won that game. Out to an early lead, then you had to battle back in. Just what does it say about the resolve of this hockey team tonight?
No, it's a great result. For sure, I think everybody want to win for 3 periods, but it's a great win, great comeback, and just give confidence for us. Everybody play hard today, and it's awesome. I think everybody enjoyed today.
It seems like every night we talk to you about your line, and your line played well again tonight. Just what was working for you three guys up front?
Smile and just play. Don't think a lot. Don't watch a lot. Just go on the ice and do our work, what we can do, and it's win for us extra second because we doesn't think, we just play.
How much fun is it to win a game on New Year's Eve in front of a full house like this when the building's rocking like this?
Oh, it's awesome. For us, for Russian guys, New Year it's the biggest celebrate, and I want to say all Russians Happy New Year, and we will celebrate today with my wife, with everybody, I think, and it will be good.
This is the second time this season that you guys have beaten that team over there in a shootout like that. Just to be able to kind of go toe-to-toe with those guys and come out on top, how important or big is that for you guys?
All the guys, it's important. It's a great team against us, and they play really well. And every time when we play against these guys, it's so interesting. But same, we want to win for 3 periods, and it will be a little more fun. But right now too, it's good, but we don't give 1 point for another team.
Was 3-on-3 overtime fun though?
Yeah, it's fun, but it's some like big guys. If we just a little bit can move nets closer, just too many skates. Not for me.
A little tiring.
Yeah.
In your second goal, did you see that the goalie fell
No.
down?
Close eyes and just shoot.
Yeah.
Because before like 10 seconds ago, I have a mistake and I just like close my eyes and shoot. That's it.
It's 8 goals in 9 games in your career against Carolina. Is there something?
What?
You've scored 8 goals in 9 career games against Carolina. Is there something about them that brings out the best in you?
No, it's just a little maybe lucky with these guys. It's team. It's a tough play against Carolina every time, but like I hope will keep going, and I will score against these guys.
Archie, you had a shot at an open net there, and it looked like they got a stick on you as you shot that one, and it went a little wide. How disappointed were you that you didn't get the hat trick there?
Oh yeah, it's a little frustrated, but not much, and just like it's a good chance for score. I can't miss this shot. It's on me. I say sorry for Vora and for Moni. It's a great play by these guys. I think next open net I score. I hope.
How impressed have you been about Sean Monahan? Just the way he's been able to just center your line and set you guys up calmly, you know.
Yeah, he's have a big experience in NHL, and we really enjoy with Vora play with this guy, and he really helped us. And he won a lot of face-offs. It's just fun. We try to fun and smile every time, every day, and it's give for us extra energy, I think.
So how gratifying is a win like this to kind of stick with it the way you had to in the third period and get the win?
Yeah, those ones are fun. Come back, go through overtime, and 2 big shootout goals by KJ and Fant. So, Elvis kept us in there at times, but good team win.
It seems like every night we're talking to you about your line, and you guys again were kind of leading the way for most of this game. Just what's clicking there again tonight?
I think just having fun. Trying to play the right way, play with speed, using each other, and I think we all bring different aspects to the game, and we're kind of using that to our strengths.
You know, it's funny that you use that phrase because Marchie said the same thing. Just you guys are having fun out there, and you think about Johnny. Johnny liked to play the game that way. That part of the motivation too is to try to have fun out there and bring some joy to it.
Yeah, for sure. You're playing the game you love. You want to have fun doing it. You want to compete, and you want to win. So I think, the more you can do that, the better the season's going to be.
Yeah.
Was there a point in this season where you kind of looked at Marchenko and thought that guy can, really have a huge season this year?
Honestly, I told him before the season started. I think it was maybe day 1 or 2 at training camp we were talking, and you realize how good he is. It's impressive. He works really hard. He competes for pucks. He's a smart player, great shot, and obviously puts up numbers.
Sean, on the second PK tonight, you made 3 or 4 just simple little plays that got the puck out of the zone or disrupted them. How much do you work on that part of your game?
Yeah, you watch a lot of video, and you try and know what they want to do. So when you're talking, communicating as a group on the kill, it's our job out there to not allow them to score. So I try and do whatever I can to do that and do my part.
Sean, as a team, are you starting to see some more results in face-offs? Seems like your team did really well with that tonight, especially in overtime, to help with possession.
Yeah, you're trying to win every face-off. No one's not trying out there. Being successful in the circle in this league is tough, and it takes compete, skill, and it comes down to who wants the puck more. And I think tonight we did a good job at that, and having the puck more often than not helps big time.
I'm sure with every win that you guys get, you can kind of feel some confidence growing, and you can feel this team growing. Is there a difference can you feel it even more when you beat teams like Carolina and some of these teams that are considered playoff favorites?
Yeah, any team in this league can win any night. So I think our mindset is to come in. Doesn't matter who we're playing or what the situation is. We're going out there trying to get 2 points. And when you win games like this, where you come back and you do it on home ice, those are fun. And those are the ones you got to try and build off of.
Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.
Thanks, Connor.
Happy New Year.
Hey, can you just talk about the resolve that we saw?
Nice coat, by the way.
Thank you. The resolve that we saw out of your team again tonight. You lose the lead, come back, find a way to tie it, and then pull it out.
Yeah, no. hopefully it's a wonderful sign, obviously, moving forward, that we've handled adversity up to this point, and now you're going to have to handle a lot more, right? But to do it, that team, such a good hockey club. Like, Carolina is so good, put so much heat on us. And, we didn't handle it in areas, but then end of the day, we get the job done, and yeah, we were resilient. We, stayed the course. There's no panic on our bench, and that's exciting for us.
Dean, to have one young forward keep the game alive in a shootout and another one win it, essentially, well, fully. How cool is that, too, just in terms of this being a big moment, a big night for growth within the hockey team?
Yeah, Porch, I think, regardless of age, and who did it, I know that this group cares about the team win. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, like, I get your thought process, and that, this guy did this and this guy did that. Well, there's a lot of things that were done right in that game to get us to that point. And yeah, is it exciting that people are stepping up in different situations? That's wonderful, but I think we've got a lot of different people stepping up in different areas.
You come back, sure, but that stretch late first and through the second, where at times you were just kind of hanging on to get through that. You got dinged a little bit to get through that without the game being out of reach at that point. Is that another?
I think it's a fantastic point, because we come in after the second period and we're like, well, we're down one. And it's like, what should we do? We're talking like, we need to score a goal. What should we do? Should we put a little more heat in the neutral zone? Not change, but just kind of, flip a little bit. And we said, no, we're actually playing really well against a team that, like, puts so much pressure on you and gets up the ice. And we were still getting our opportunities. We just, hadn't capitalized on a couple. So we decided just to stay the course with the group, right? And not change our philosophy or our thought process going into the third period. And fortunately, we get the PP goal. Helped us, obviously, and then then we're able to move forward after that.
There were a couple really big hits in the first 5 minutes of this game. How easy is that for the team to get involved right away when it's physical from the start?
I thought the intensity level, more than the physicality, the intensity level of the game felt really good tonight. Like, it felt like like an important game, right? And it's obviously midway, but it was like, it felt intense. It's that both teams were playing hard, and I'm sure physicality, but, the one-on-one battles, there was the competitiveness. And again, Carolina has such great sticks, such great pressure, speed they put on you. We were happy the way that we responded with the same.
And then I looked over tonight and saw most of the first and second period, Caden Lindstrom was sitting between Boone and Danny. How key could that be for his development, sitting between two experienced veteran, such good two-way players?
Well, if you're going to learn from somebody, I would guess it would be Boone Jenner. He's our leader. He's still in that room. Danny obviously is fantastic as well, but Boone's in our room all the time. Like, although he's not in a hockey game at this point or in practice, he has his fingers all over that team. He's in there dressing with the guys. He's in there watching video. He's in there talking to people. He's still leading our hockey club.
Monahan leads the way, especially up front with face-ups. Are you noticing a good trend with a good night at the dot tonight with face-ups, especially with some of the younger centers?
Yeah, we just actually talked about that. We were looking at the stats, and even after two was real good. against a really good face-off team. Yeah, and that speaks to our competitiveness. We were getting after it in the face-off circle, and not only the center iceman, but we were committed to help, to get in there, win those puck battles, those 50-50 pucks. We were able to collect them. So yeah, face-offs were real good tonight against a real good face-off team.
I end yesterday's practice with a shootout. Was that coaching visionary premonition there, or
So
what?
smart. My God. God, our coaches are brilliant, right? Well, thank you so much for mentioning that. I mean, I don't want to bring that up on my own because that would sound very arrogant for our coaching staff. But maybe we'll give the credit to Nikki because, Nikki doesn't get a lot of credit.
And then I also in overtime. I mean, kind of a crazy overtime there, and you guys have Denton Matejchuk out there for some shifts, and he looked the part. How quickly is he starting to earn trust in the coaching staff, just being here and getting opportunities?
Yeah, no, quickly for sure, but not just Columbus, the organization, right? I mean, he did the right things in Cleveland to go there and play his butt off and develop, and again, we've talked about this. He's going to have growing pains. All players are, but where he's at right now is real good to put a player in that position out in overtime against that team in this setting. Yeah, it's very positive. Thanks, guys. Happy New Year, everybody.